Well, just 19 matches survived the weather in England today, and only 2 of them in the First Division at Newcastle and Nottingham Forest. Kevin Moran gave Manchester United the lead with a header at Newcastle right on half-time, but Peter Beardsley, the former United player, equalised minutes from the end. Better news for United of skipper Brian Robson. He's so pleased with his progress after dislocating his shoulder a month ago that he expects to be back within a fortnight. In the other match, Johnny Method made the first Nottingham Forest goal for Steve Hodge after 79 minutes against Queen's Park Rangers, and then scored the second one himself in the 2-0 win. Well, all that leaves the First Division table little change, with United missing the chance to make up 3 points on the 2 leaders, and instead they've reduced the lead by just the 1. So Everton still lead by 4 points from Spurs, while Forest go above Liverpool and into 7th place. Well, most of the top teams in the Second Division played today despite the weather, and in fact only Oxford and Birmingham of those clubs missed out. Blackburn went 3 points clear with a 2-1 win over Fulham. Jimmy Quinn and Chris Thompson got the goals, and as we've seen, Manchester City lost while Portsmouth drew. Leeds also drew, this time 0-0 at home to Grimsby, and they're joined on 42 points by Brighton after their home win over the bottom club Cardiff. Now, the game may have beaten the weather at the Goldstone ground, but the conditions were extremely difficult, and scrambles rather than skill were the story of the match. This one led to a corner on the hour, and the crowd of 7,500 were about to see the game's only goal. A fierce volley from fullback Chris Hutchings, and Brighton have now lost only 1 of their last 11 league matches. Well, also from Brighton today comes the sad news that goalkeeper Joe Corrigan has been forced to retire from football after an operation to remove a disc from his neck. Joe, who's 36, played more than 500 league matches, most of them with Manchester City, and won 9 caps for England. He's recently been on loan to Stoke. In the Third Division, Bradford's match was postponed, but they still lead by 8 points. Hull, 2-0 winners over Burnley, move into 2nd place, and Millwall went up from 6th to 4th with a 1-0 win at Wigan. Gillingham's match was also off. Bournemouth lost 3-0 at Doncaster and dropped 2 places. But York City, at home to Liverpool in the Cup next week, warmed up very well indeed with a 4-0 win at Cambridge. There were only 3 matches on in the 4th Division, and one of them saw the leaders Bury go 4 points clear despite only drawing 2-2 at home to Exeter. Peterborough move up from 6th to 3rd with their win at Hartlepool. In the Scottish Premier Division, Aberdeen increased their lead to 9 points, even though they could only draw at home to Hearts. Celtic couldn't take advantage. They lost 2-0 at Dundee, while Rangers and Dundee United drew 0-0.